and Dave on the Humpday Show. We're talking all out of the Southern Fried Nation. We're talking all out of Cornbread Nation. Rob and Dave from the Rock Hall of Fame. Rob and Dave from the Cornbread Nation. We're talking all out of Southern Fried Nation. We're talking all out of Cornbread Nation. Rob and Dave from the Rock Hall of Fame. Rob and Dave from the Cornbread Nation. We're talking all out of the Southern Fried Nation. We're talking all out of Cornbread Nation. Rob and Dave from the Rock Hall of Fame. Rob and Dave from the Cornbread Nation. Humpday views from the Cornbread Nation. Rob and Dave from the Rock Hall of Fame. Humpday views from the Cornbread Nation. Rob and Dave on the Humpday Show.
Well, hello everybody. Welcome to Hump Day. This is Hump Day Views. I'm Rob. That's Dave, and we're here to pump you up. Get this thing going just right. Yes.
Yeah.
How's Dave doing tonight?
Well, I've been good. Talking sports and racing, and got to relive that glorious moment of Talladega, and then the Dogs winning, Bama, their interception return for a touchdown. Playoff, the World Series kicks off tomorrow, Friday night. So a lot going on. Had fun talking about all of it.
Cool.
So that was cool. Enjoyed that. How's Miss Jen tonight? Miss Jen, there she is, Miss Cat Lady. She needs a crown, Cat Lady, the queen of the cats.
Oh.
Jake did actually, and you really impressed Dean with that picture, Jake. I'll see if I can get it up here because I did that on the fly, and I have since taken down some of those things. So let me see if I can get it back up. You did a good job there, Dean. I mean, for Dean. I said, you better watch out. Rob's not happy with him. He didn't like his picture.
Oh.
Oh.
You didn't make me near pretty enough in that picture.
Let's see here.
Well, hey, I've got a new song for us to put up on the radio station. Do you want to hear it? Can I play it? I like it. Are you scared?
Who are you talking to?
You.
Why would I be scared? I'm not scared of nothing. I was just working email. I was going to get this picture ready to put up on stage for Jake.
While you're doing that, I'll fire this off.
People of this country are sick and tired. We keep getting told whatever you want us to hear. Instead of doing that, just tell us the truth. But that ain't in you. So I wrote this song for you. Liar, you are a liar. The truth ain't in you. Your pants are on fire. Liar, you are a liar. The truth ain't in you. Your pants are on fire. You get hung high. You get hung low 'cause you lie.
There's your sneak peek of it. Oh, what do you think?
Liar, pants on fire.
Yeah, hang them high, hang them low.
There's what Jake did. And Dean was highly impressed. He loves it. In fact, I had to send it to him because he wanted that. And so appreciate that, Jake. Appreciate you.
I didn't like mine. Mine didn't look nothing like him. He had me a big old. His ears that he had on me were this big.
Well, mine was pretty big too. Mine was pretty big.
Why you got to put such big ears on us, Jake?
He wants us to hear him. Yeah, Dean was impressed. He loved it. Then I gave the guys a sneak peek at the Georgia Bubba Uncle Jeb dad jokes, and they enjoyed that. I said, if y'all laugh, I know it's good.
Oh,
So tomorrow night, folks,
yeah.
Cornbread Nation. Yeah, you did, Jake. Yeah, you did. You need to make one of Miss Jen as a cat, the cat lady with a mask like the cat lady. That'd be cool.
Oh,
Queen of the cats. If you could have,
don't do that. You're going to get her head all swelled up. She'll have us referring to her as Queenie and everything else.
well, she is. She's queen.
Yeah.
You have to fight 6 cats to even she's got the army of cats defending her. But if you could have I'm not talking about normal pets. No, so dogs and cats are out. That's normal. Not even birds. It'd have to be something really crazy. What exotic animal would you contemplate putting in your home
A shark.
if you had a tank big enough? Obviously, you'd have to be able to swim some. You
Yeah.
wouldn't want it. I mean, but so
But
okay,
there's
that's shark.
there are smaller sharks like bamboo sharks and stuff like that. I mean, but a shark.
Miss Jen, what would yours be? Jake, what would yours be?
Jake would want a unicorn.
I don't know. I just it's not a topic. I just wondered what you would put, because I was thinking if I were going to do it, mine would be a penguin. I think they're cool. I'd have a little water area, some ice for them and stuff, and that would be so cool. And I wouldn't just want one. I'd have to have like 4 or 5. Well, we're talking big cats then, Jen, because cats were out, so it'd have to be like tiger, lion, something like that, huh?
Oh my.
Well, I was trying to think of the cheetah, which that'd be cool. Cheetah.
A bluefish.
Well,
You're not going to keep that in your house. They get way too big. My goodness. You'd have to dig a pond out back and keep it salt watered. And now
she's a cheetah fan. I love them. They're so fast for short distances.
I think I could see Jenna keeping a raccoon.
I mean, in the future state, the curse will be lifted and the animals will dwell together in peace and harmony. So wouldn't it be cool to have like a cheetah curled up watching, TV with you? How cool would that be without worrying about it ripping your throat out? So we will have this opportunity. We will. As Christians, we will. And I just think that'd be cool. Like I could have some penguins walking around the house, hey, what's up?
These penguins don't have those creepy raccoon fingers. Raccoons have some of the creepiest hands in the world. They're creepy.
I can also say I've never thought of that. What's creepy about it?
I'll show you. I've
never thought of a raccoon's hands being creepy. But I will tell you this. I went into a restaurant to get Kaylee something she had dispatched me to get. And lo and behold, I look over there, and the lady's got flip-flops on, sitting in the restaurant. And I couldn't help it. I had to watch. And she's over there taking them, her nasty feet out of her flip-flops and rubbing them on everything. Now, see, that's nasty. That's creepy to me. If somebody take their own nasty foot, naked, nasty, dirty foot in a restaurant and be rubbing them feet everywhere. See, that's what I'm saying. That's why I can't stand it. Jen says cute.
They are not. They are creepy. I got to find this video. I know it's out there still. Oh my gosh. It was one of the creepiest things that I have ever seen in my life.
I don't think it's You
In
know, I
fact, let
don't
me just search for it that
creepy.
way. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what might be creepy is this picture that Jake sent us. That might be creepy.
What the heck? Jay, do better. Oh, that's not what I look like.
Oh,
Oh,
you look like an old man CP3O or something.
I know, right?
Oh,
The heck, Jake? It's all right. It's okay. I understand that that's just the way things happen. All right. I got this ready to share now. Let's see if I can find it now. All right. Y'all ready? Here we go. How creepy.
what's creepy about it?
Look at their hands.
What's wrong with it?
They look like three little human hands with long, scratchy nails. Look at that. Oh, that is creepy as snot. Look at that. Just look at it. It's creepy. There's no way there's no universe that isn't one of the creepiest things out there. Look at them. Just look at it. Look at creepy hand. Oh,
I could see him. I could see you waking up and your face being rubbed by one of them hands as they showing you love. Just
no,
rubbing your face,
no. You'd be
caressing
waking up,
it.
gunshots going off.
Reach down, give you a little kiss on the nose.
No, it's creepy, and I ain't dealing with it. Raccoons
I like
are creepy varmints.
I bet Jen liked it. I bet she liked it.
They're creepy. Them hands come up underneath that porch. I can't. I have never been able to look at raccoons the same way ever since I saw that video. They're creepy little trash pandas.
So you'll swim with creepy fish, but
yes.
you're going to crack on hands of a raccoon.
Did you see them? Do I need to go pull that video back up?
They're just little hands. What's wrong with them?
Well, those were just little feet. They had hair
No,
all over.
I would rather touch their hands.
To scratch
I would rather touch their hands than somebody's nasty feet. I'll guarantee you that.
Would you rather touch a person's foot or one of those creepy things?
The hand.
Oh,
I have to wear sandals right now due to my foot surgery, but I have never taken them off till I get home. To me, that's so nasty. Someone take their shoes off in a restaurant, just nasty. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
you. It's disgusting.
If I want to take my shoes off while I'm at the restaurant, I paid to eat there. I'll take my daggone shoes off. I had never, but I would if I wanted to. I just never had the desire to do so.
I'm saving that quote because it says everything that I would want to say, and it has the emotion in it too. I love it. It's nasty. My gosh. I was sitting over and I'm going, she's going to take the foot out of the sandal. And there it went. It was like play by play, right on cue. And guess what?
What if you drop some food?
Her
you
husband
can't
had
eat off that nasty floor.
Her husband had on a Tennessee Vol shirt.
What? Well, that should explain everything. They don't even wear shoes half the time in Tennessee. Did y'all see the meme that was floating around earlier today with the kid in a Tennessee jersey? And above it, it said, "How to dress your kid as a loser for Halloween."
I'm sure which will be a big hit in the state of Alabama.
Oh, yeah. You know, what are you? I'm a loser.
I have friends who have told their teachers their kid will not wear orange on Orange Day. They don't own an orange piece of clothing. they would say either we're Alabama or we're Georgia fans. We do not wear orange. And I do not want my child penalized.
Mhm.
They give them an exception. I swear they do. They don't want to fight that war.
No.
These some Dade County people, they don't play.
Uh,
No, they're not only Dade County, they're mountain folk. Dade County.
oh, look, I'm going to go ahead and throw this out there. My uncle, I'm not going to mention his name or where he works, but the guy that he works for there, the guy that owns the company, is a big time Florida fan.
Uh-oh.
And I went into his office, walked by and saw into his office one day. And the owner has his whole office decked out in nothing but Florida stuff. You have never seen such an ugly room in your life. The only thing that it could compare to would be if he had decked it out in Tennessee stuff. There really was not that much difference in the color scheme except for it had some blue in it. And I told him, I said, sir, that I saw in your office today, that was one of the ugliest rooms I have ever seen in my life. Can't you do a better job of decorating in there? He said, well, I suppose you put a bunch of red stuff and bulldogs and stuff like that in there. I said, yeah, that's a good color scheme. That color orange ain't in nobody's color wheel. You walk in there, it just pales you out, dude. You got to do better.
Convict Central.
Yeah. No shies and a Tennessee fan. No dogs. Yeah, it's Georgia dogs. Yeah. So who did Tennessee blame their loss on?
I don't think they blamed anybody except the coach. They were not happy with the old ball coach. I think they were criticizing their coordinator too. I think they were mad at the coordinator for the play calling that were leading up to that.
Oh,
They were not going to win that game anyway, but that right there removed all doubt. That play was a slow dagger in the heart of every Tennessee fan that told them, we are not going to win this game. We can't win this game. That was a statement play. It was over. I will bet you there were some Tennessee fans at the game that stood up and said, we're going home. We're beating the rush. We're going to get home and be comfortable. We're not going to sit here and watch this mess for another 2 or 3 hours. We're going home. And you know what? I don't blame them.
I don't either.
I'd get out too.
Yeah.
Hey, I've done that late in the game when you just know it's not going to happen. I my wife was always one. She'd say, let's watch the rest of the game. And I'd be like,
no.
So you have to be a little coy about this with your spouse. So I would say something like, because I couldn't say, why don't we just go home? Because Lynn would go, we paid for the tickets. Let's watch the whole game. And I would be like, oh, okay. So I'd say something like, you think that restaurant that's up there on 316, you think that place is still open? And she'd be like, what restaurant? You know, that one that you like, that you always talk about, you want to stop at? and she will say, this is the funny thing. She'll go, yeah. And she don't even know what I'm talking about. She'll be like, yeah. And I'll just say, oh, I just wonder if they're open. And you sit there for just a second. And my wife will say something like, why was you thinking about going there? Well, no, not really, because by the time this game's over, because I know you want to watch the whole game, they'd be closed. I was just wondering if they were open now. Wait a few more minutes. Lynn goes, are you thinking about leaving? No. I was going to watch the whole game. But I was just saying, if we went that way and they were open, yeah, we could stop. Then you don't say nothing. And then Lynn would be like, you don't think they're going to win, do you? I say, not really. Then you let it sit a few more minutes. And then she's like, I would like to eat at that restaurant. And I bet they'd be closed when we get out of here if we watch the whole game. I said, baby, it's up to you, babe. And then she goes,
oh, dude.
What? Why don't we go? Let's go to the restaurant.
Dude.
That's how you do that.
Do you think she don't realize what's going on? Do you really think she don't realize what's going on?
I'm just telling you the games that men have to play sometimes to
Okay,
get their way.
Okay.
And don't tell me you haven't done that
Oh,
same
I
thing.
have. Oh, I live on that, on the reverse psychology there. I live on it.
It has to be their idea, dude. That's the whole idea.
Yeah.
If I say, because here's the thing, if we leave early and it's her idea, if the restaurant is closed, it's not my fault. If the restaurant's food is horrible, it's not my fault. But if I say, let's just leave, they're not going to win, we'll stop at that restaurant you like, and the food stinks or they're not open, oh, I'm having to hear that all the way home. All the way home. Especially if the game comes back and it's close.
Yeah.
We kind of stay and watch the rest of the game.
Yeah. I can't do that. Look. Rumble isn't working for me. YouTube, I'm still blocked on for some reason. I'm trying to tell you, I've almost finished the audiobook of Zenith Man, but I can't chat. I can't get any response.
Well, I'm sorry.
Wait a minute.
Some channels we're on, we're not going to see your chat unless we pull it up because we're running double Rumble, double Facebook, double YouTube. So I'm sorry. I just don't. I don't have that many.
There you are. I can see you on Facebook.
But he wasn't hearing from you. That's what he's saying.
Oh, well, I just got the one comment in. But if you want to stay with us and comment on
what
Facebook,
I'm saying is those comments will not come into StreamYard.
No, but I can leave it pulled up here on my screen.
Yeah.
And I'll keep an eye on you, Barry. I got you, brother. I'm sorry we couldn't get to you before now, but I got you now.
Sorry, bro. Sorry. I was supposed to have Discord pulled up and monitor that too, but I didn't. It's been a busy afternoon.
Yeah.
Busy. But hey, we see you there, Barry. So hey, just stay right there.
Yeah.
You don't gotta go nowhere. Just stay right there. You're in the chat. Appreciate you going to Rumble. If it's not working, sometimes those things happen. You know, I'm sorry.
It looks
so
like
sorry.
Jenna.
It's okay. It's people's phones. Sometimes they just can't get. It's happened to me before.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Jake's coming through on YouTube.
They said the same thing from the studio earlier, but I was able to pull them up. Some people can, some people can't. It's technology, man. Yeah, it's not Rumble because people are responding, so I'm not sure what's going on, Barry.
I sometimes have trouble on Rumble, but I haven't had lately.
I have more trouble on YouTube. I don't know why. It's funny sometimes. That's why I don't chat there very much. I like YouTube. It's a good looking platform that works well on others, but it just doesn't. And it could be a cell phone thing. There's a lot of things. Barry, when's the last time you rebooted your phone too? That's another thing you got to think about. Reboot the phone. Updates. There's all kinds of little glitches that can happen. Even on desktop. Sometimes you got to do an update. I have went down that road before.
I have to shut my desktop all the way down. I run mainly off the desktop. Although I'm going to get me a laptop here before long for the next festival. So I'm not tearing all this mess down and putting it back up again. My goodness. That was a job.
I don't want to release or promise anything early, but there's a good possibility that the podcast may be next year in a weekly farmers market. We're looking into that now up here. Got in with some people. We'll find out Saturday, but it's reasonable. It fits the time schedule, and man, we would have a lot of people that we could connect to and get our information out to about the podcast. That would be great. So we'll see, and we'll help them too. But I'll find out Saturday.
There we go.
So did you work today, Jen? See if she's working. We got to find out. We got to get on Steve. We got to get on him.
Well, I've got to get on my project out there. I worked out there yesterday. I'm cutting some video and I'm drinking too fast. I am not drinking too fast. I am drinking a lot though. I've been running around. I just didn't make it to the show on time. What do you mean no Friday? What's going on? Um, Barry said he's rebooted his cell phone twice, and the issue I'm having is something weird with Rumble. Okay.
I don't know,
Didn't have-
man.
I don't
I
know.
don't have any problems here. That's all I can go by. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. You work
Oh,
Friday.
you work Friday. Oh, okay. Well, I've got to drink fast. I know it's almost out. You can see that on my video now because I got better internet. But I'll have to go fix me some more here in a little bit, and I can do that. I'm parched. But I started cutting a video yesterday, kind of like a how-to. I'm painting my porch, and it is a monstrous job. The handrail on it's huge. It's got all these nooks and crannies. I had to cut everything in. I'm going to have some help on it. I'm so sore today, I can't hardly move. Oh my gosh. All that bending and stooping. I about died. And then my uncle came down and started ragging me while I was doing it and started saying, well, you should have did this and you should have done that. And maybe you should have thought about this and you could have done that. And it was really hacking me off. And he does it on purpose. Okay. So when I look up at him, he's snickering. When I just ticks me off anymore. Finally, I just told him, I said, look, if you were going to tell me every move that should make when I started this project, you should have been here helping me on it. Friday, you have a purple room. So you're going to see the shrink Friday. And you're afraid they're going to lock you up. They're going to put you in a nice cozy jacket. You know, nice long sleeves for your arms that buckle in the back. That's the only reason why I think you might would have a purple room. Oh.
You getting it painted?
Oh, you're painting a room purple? Why in the world? Okay, it's your house. It's your bedroom. You can paint it purple if you want to.
There's
But if
different
you're
shades
gonna-
of purple. If it's the right shade, that's pretty. Kaylee's
See,
wanting her
go
room purple.
Barney purple. I guarantee you, she's probably gonna have green polka dots on it, so it looks just like Barney. And she's gonna get in her little baby bop outfit she's gonna get for Christmas. You know. What do you mean you're not? You tell me you're not. This is my story. I can make it up however I want to. Oh, that's what.
Well, I mean, it goes
No.
back. Why do you have to be like everybody else? You could have your own thing. I mean, Elvis had the jungle room. That was not like most rooms.
Yeah.
Go
And
for
some
it.
people kick their sandals off while they're eating supper. You know, everybody's got their own path to trot.
If that's what you want, go for it. I hope they clip their nails while you're sitting there eating and flick them across the room along with their boogers. I don't care. As long as I don't have to be there.
Barry says his ranch can only be made on Rumble. I'm going to go ahead and throw mine out there. We need to respond early 2026 because I got a feeling the elections are going to be very corrupt. Dave, you work at the elections office here in Georgia. Why don't you take this?
No. I don't work at the elections office. I work
You
at
work
a precinct.
at the polling station.
Yeah, one of the precincts.
I think you're right on every dirty trick. I think every dirty trick in the book is going to pull out and played during this next election.
I
The
will
government
say,
shutdown is a prime example of what's coming up.
I will say though, here's what I'll say. That is not everywhere. Now, what happens in certain places, in certain counties, and certain precincts, I don't know. What I can tell you is that everything that I have ever seen is above board at where I work. It is so detailed, and it all the numbers pan out. I can't say what happens on state level, but I can say on a county level, they do a heck of a job. A heck of a job. And they take a lot of crap because people hear all this stuff and they get treated really bad sometimes. Most people are really good, but people come in and they start asking all these stupid questions, and sometimes the police have to escort them out because they act so stupid. It's happened before. And here's the kind of things you hear, like, this is my ballot, I'm taking it home with me. Then they said, no, you're not. You can't take the ballot home. The ballot will stay here. And if it's my ballot, it's my ballot. No, you're not taking it. That's the rules. Plus, if you don't vote, if you don't put it in the machine, it won't vote anyway.
Yeah.
But they'll say, and they can't understand that. Or they're uneducated. They'll come in and they want to know why they can't vote for a certain office, because it's not in your district.
Right.
And it's voter education is a very difficult thing. I think sometimes the politicians could do a much better job about the issues and what we're voting on and why and all that. But the voters have to become educated too. And, but I don't know if you know it or not, but Dominion voter machines have been bought out. Liberty Vote. And they say they're going to do away with them.
Okay.
But that's true. You can look that story up. Go to Yahoo Finance and look at that story.
I will. Did one way, just because I'm an outside the box thinker anyway. A good way, I think, to deal with those people. They're like, well, it's my ballot, I'm taking it home with me. Then you can look at them and say, okay, you're not allowed to take it home, because what if there's a recount? How can we count your vote if it's not here? Well,
you tell them all that, but at the end of the day, it's not legal to take it out of there, and you're not going to take it out of there. And you can stop it before it goes to machines and cancel your vote out, but you're not taking that out of there. And people get mad. They want the receipt. It's just not the way it works. Barry, and I'm glad you love the book, brother. And thanks for buying it. I told you it's a fantastic story, and I will keep pumping the Zenith Man, because I think it's one heck of a story.
So my favorite part of Zenith Man was when he found a skunk in his ventilation and he yelled at it and sprayed him.
This book is so good. I'm working my way through it still. Vet visit.
Which one and why? Barry said, I served as an elections court for Sugar Hill and Gwinnett County and the city of Sewanee. So I agree, people can be confusing. They can. Oh my gosh. We call them Karens for a reason.
Most of the time they only come in to vote for one thing anyway. And they don't know anything else that's on the ballot. But you can go in the state of Georgia, you can go pull down your sample ballot. It's an easy thing to do. You can mark that ballot and take it in with you, and it's legal to pull it out while you're in the voting booth and use that as a guide so you don't forget stuff. You can educate yourself before you go. You can't talk in the voting booth. You can't make a phone call. You can't do none of that. But you can bring that with you and use it as a guide. Oh, I talked to the temporary interim. Miss Tanya is not the Catoosa County, which she didn't come on anyway. Miss Rebecca did. I talked to Rebecca, and Rebecca said she'd come on. Remember, she don't like to go on camera, but she would do the audio with us again this year. I'm going to talk to her Saturday about that. I'm getting Lynn set up. Matter of fact, I need to check the mail. I get Lynn set up on absentee ballot because she don't need to be trying to have to fight her way into the precinct. So they were helping me with that last Saturday. So
I did not hear about this, Barry. Is that going on in Georgia too, Dave?
You cannot campaign within 150 feet of the polling place.
Okay.
You cannot. We will ask you to leave.
Okay.
So that means wearing even like something like this. You cannot come within that zone. And if you do, you not remove it or cover it in some way, you'll be asked to leave. And the police will help. Now, we won't have any police for this because it's just a small, we could call them. We never really have trouble. There's a couple of people have walked in with a tire on, and they kind of got smart about it. One guy had a hat on. I think he forgot he had it on. Then he goes, "Are you trying to suppress my vote?" I said, "I'm not suppressing anything. I'm telling you it's the rules. You cannot show a candidate within these walls or 150 feet of the precinct and they just missed it when you came in, but you got to remove that hat and hide it, or you'll have to leave. And I said, that's the rules. I'm just telling you what the rules are. You want to vote, let's vote. And he said, I'm sorry, because they always think you're up to something. Like, they'll make jokes like, oh, is that the garbage can? My vote's going in the garbage can. I can't comment on most of it. I just say, we're here to do a job. This is what we do. So we don't banter with them. You're not allowed to do that. We give them help when they need help. Except in the voting, but we can very, very limited what we can do. But we don't have that kind of problems. Our precinct is a good area, but we got a couple of knuckleheads that come in.
Ours is pretty good too.
But that's small town,
Yeah. We all know everybody anyway in a small town, a small county, and
I mean, everybody comes through. It seems like I know a lot of them. Hey, good to see you again. Thanks for coming in. But what happens in the city sometimes gets discombobulated. It gets messed up. There's things that shouldn't go on in some cities. That's the problem.
Yeah. And I'm not saying, they found a couple of thousand of illegals on the voter rolls in Texas.
Yeah.
I saw that story. I'm not saying it can't happen here in Georgia as well, but Georgia is an ID state, right? You have to present your ID to vote.
You have to show ID.
And I'm behind that 100%. I'm glad to see it going on.
And Barry, let me tell you from experience on this. You are absolutely correct. But when we tell them what they have to do to provisional vote, they're out. They do not want to do it. They will, because it takes about, I don't want to give a time, but you're not walking out in 5 minutes. It takes a lot of paperwork to do a provisional vote. And whenever we start pulling that out and explaining what's going to happen, they'll say, never mind. I don't want to do that. And they'll go to their right precinct or whatever, If it's too late, they'll say, I'll just vote next time. But yeah, you're right. But and we're ready to do that. We go through training on that. And they've done a good job getting that laid out. But because you have to get all that filled out correctly, seal that and all that. It goes in a different bag. It's count. I mean, there's a lot to it, a lot. In fact, I'm an assistant manager. I always look to my manager like, hey, we might have a provisional. We would help each other because you just don't deal with that every day. Most people don't want to do it. But you're right, Barry. You are right, sir.
Well,
certainly.
Especially in Fulton, DeKalb, and Gwinnett counties, there was one South Georgia county that had issues, and I forget the name of that county.
You're right too. There's always that little bitty tiny county, and it's always late coming in. It's like they go the long way around the county to get back, and it's always late coming in. And they only have maybe, I don't know, 1,200 people voting or something. It's South Georgia, bro. I don't remember which one.
It's not Miller County.
No, it's not Miller. It's not Miller.
There's on the other side of the state, though, or right in the middle.
It's in the middle. It's kind of in the middle, south. Oh, we met. Hey, check this out. Check this out. Me and Paul was broadcasting from the street there in Ringo. A couple from Brunswick, Georgia.
Oh.
I mentioned that you lived in South Georgia. When she said where, and I told her, she said, "Oh, that's not South Georgia. That's way out west. That's almost Alabama. That don't count." She would not let you claim South Georgia where you live, dude.
You tell that Brunswick cousin next to me, if I ever see her, I'll explain to her where
I told Rob. I told
to the Chattahoochee.
I told Paul, I said, Rob's not gonna like that one.
No, she's a husband.
That's a true story.
It goes from the Atlantic Ocean to the Chattahoochee River. Oh,
she said, that's not South Georgia. That's West Georgia.
Actually, if she wants to be correct, it's Sowega, southwest Georgia. but it still starts with South and ends with Georgia.
Oh, it was funny.
Uh,
Had
you
to
just laughed
laugh.
because I called her a hussy. Um, um, ma'am.
Oh,
My goodness. Them folks will just say anything, trying to back all uppity. Lady, you from Brunswick, Georgia. They named a stew after you. Come on. And guess what it's got in it? Corn.
oh,
It's corny just like you are, Miss Brunswick. Go get my
oh.
head bobbing and everything in here. My goodness. You from one of the redneckest places in the world. It's only second in redneckness to the panhandle of Florida. Oh my gosh. Hey, you want to talk about Brunswick is straight family trees? Y'all's trees in Brunswick are even straighter than the ones in Alabama. Oh my gosh. You could, oh, you lay a piece of paper up there. Those
I
trees are
forgot
so
about that
straight.
till just now. I told
Family
Pa,
trees over there in Brunswick are so straight. You put a piece of paper up to it, and you won't even see the crack. You won't even see daylight through it. Don't start it on
that's
me.
hilarious.
You, he's from Alabama. Lady, you are in Alabama. You're in Brunswick, Georgia. Oh
Oh,
my, oh, no, you can't. You'd think
oh.
people from Georgia would have better sense than that. Hmm. You'll get me all fired up here. Hey, it's hump day. It's too early for that stuff. You got to do that on Friday. Uh, you remember her name? I'll send her an email.
Oh no,
She
I
might be
don't
watching.
remember the name.
She might be watching right now. Hey, if you're watching right now, all I got is two words for you. Bite me. I'm more South Georgia than you ever even thought about being. Brunswick. Brunswick. At least the stew tastes good. I do like Brunswick stew, but it does have corn in it. Getting on me.
They were up there in the big city of Ringgold.
Oh, yeah. From Brunswick, Georgia. Where they go on vacation? Rangold, Georgia. They went to North Georgia because
I
that's
think they had family. I think they had family up here, but they said they liked the area.
Sorry, Barry. I kind of got off topic there. Let's pull up your comment there. Talking about ID, by the way, I have a free voter ID now because I'm legally blind. I don't have a driver's license, and I argued that if I paid for an ID, then I'm paying to vote, so they gave me a free voter ID. I just get the state issued ID. I don't argue with them. If somebody tells you they can't have an ID, so if somebody tells you they can have an ID, you can get a free voter ID now. It may take some fighting and some complaining, but you can get a free voter ID because I have one. Well, there you go. It's not a matter that it costs anything. Barry, everybody, just about, except for a few people like me, has a driver's license. That is a valid ID. I pay for my state issue ID. Okay. All right. I can't get a driver's license because of epilepsy, but I pay for my state issued ID. That's fine. I don't mind doing that. All right. But I have an ID. All right. They're not that dabbling expensive when you figure it out. What is it, like $15 for 5 years? That's $3 a year. Now I know the other day we was talking about going up on taxes around here by pennies, but you're gonna spend more than $3 in tax if you go up on it by a penny in a year. So I mean, come on. What is that? 40 cents a month? What does that break down? Carry the 7 cents a week? And that's just no, because it's 5 years. So that's the 60 months. So 2 cents a month. Get off me.
Oh, I love it.
You just love getting me fired up. My uncle pulled that same crap on me yesterday. Just trying to get me fired up. I'm already sore and hurt. It ain't gonna take much. I'm already grumpy. I started to say something about the only reason why you wanted to ping me was there was a supervisor that worked that used to. I'm not gonna call no names, but there was a supervisor that used to work at a place that we mutually worked at, and every time she'd get on the intercom and hang up, or not me, somebody would get on the phone and go doobie doobie doo every time she got on the intercom. So and that was the Beware the Penguins from one of those beer commercials back then. I think I just dated how old we are. And speaking of getting old, I'm saving it for Vent. Barry said it's actually $25 for a state issued ID, but again, if someone makes an argument, is still you can get a voter ID for free. Okay. I'm going to throw this out there: $25 for 5 years. That's $5 a year. Carry the one. That's still less than 20 cents a month. That's for the year. You spread that out over 5 years, it's like 4 cents. So Barry said, of course, one argument I would make is if your ID expires, does that mean you expired if you have to pay to verify who you are? I love you, Barry. We're not going to talk about me expiring. This is a bad day to talk about that day. Talk about that anyway. I'm not going to expire ever. I'm never going to grow up either. So, but
Well, amen.
uh, I'm going to get to this on Vent, but because Barry don't have Vent or doesn't have the Rumble going tonight, I'm going to go ahead and throw it out there a little bit early. I'm on my last few hours here of being 54. I'm just a few hours away from being an old fart. Because old farthood starts at 55. It starts at 55. Sorry, Dave. You're an old fart, but I'm fixing to join you.
I'm 60 years old. It don't bother me.
It's bothering me. I wasn't expected to live much past 30, and I have fooled them all. In fact, I'm 5 years away from doubling them up, and everybody's like amazed every year. You double nickels. Double nickels. Really? I misread that at first, and I saw it said double nipples. But it's double nickels. All right. It's not very
now your eyesight's going.
I know. It's falling apart.
Memory, eyesight.
Do what?
Your memory shot.
Oh, I thought you said my hearing.
Well, your hearing too.
Huh? My eyesight shot. I can't see. I can't hear. But I can still talk, dad blame it. I might talk a funny accent, but I can do it. Yeah, the old double nickel speed limit. I'm not speeding yet. And David, they won't pull you over for the speed that your age is. So unless you're in a 35 or 45. So you're good. You're okay. You're not that old yet. But I looked in the mirror this morning. I thought, it only took 55 years. Look how good looking I am. And I was just amazed. Uh-oh, Barry said something. With all of that being said, what about Chuck? He's received several donations and his tax exempt status has come into question. Let me tell you something. I ain't worried about his tax status until he starts paying rent. And he's technically, y'all been paying his rent for him. He's been a charity case. Because, see, y'all been paying his rent to stay in my bedroom and sleep in the bedroom at night. But we're almost to the end of that, and I fixed to kick his little orange butt out. because they about out of donations up there. And I'm fixing to kick his little orange honey right on out the door. Because I'm going to tell you, that ornery little cuss will attack my toes. He's pooted in my face. He's walked across my head. He has sunk his claws in my back and pushed with his claws out, clawing me in the back to get me to move over to make room for him. I'm going to tell you something. He's a little ornery cuss. Yeah, I am too. Don't you be knowing at me. I'm telling you, when the money runs out, he's running out. I love my truck.
What's going? You close that door, it's going to look like them raccoon hands coming into the door.
He already does that.
Yeah, but you're going to see extra hands. He's going to go out and recruit some raccoons come in there. They all going to be reaching under that door.
He can't get out the door. I lock it at night.
Animals can do amazing things. You never know.
If that sucker could open a door, he would have opened the door to get to his food bag. That much I promise you. I mean, it wouldn't be to get over there to get outside. It'd be to get to his food bag.
He might have the force.
I did see him levitate, well, fly. That was after he attacked my toes in the middle of the night. And I couldn't help it. It wasn't like I kicked him on purpose. Hey, you know what's real close to Mississippi, Jake? Brunswick, Georgia. I think Brunswick could easily, and there's been talks here in the South about just considering Brunswick, Georgia, that part of the state, just seceding it out and giving it to Mississippi, because they look like they're from Mississippi. They make comments like they're from Mississippi. Their trees are straight there, second only to Alabama in straightness, which Mississippi is. It's not quite as straight as Alabama, but it's close. I mean, I'm just saying, there's not much difference between Brunswick, Georgia, and Mississippi.
How long are you going to cry about? How long are you going to cry about this?
In fact, I think that the people in Brunswick, when they say go dogs, they're actually referring to the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Just saying. Barry, that cat on the scooter is not fat enough to be Chuck. Do I?
You better leave them Brunswick people alone. They're closer to
you.
They could drive out. They could drive out west.
She can't even find her way to Colquitt, Georgia, without two.
She was emphatic about it.
Yeah, well, I'm being pretty emphatic too. She can't find her way to Colquitt. She's from Brunswick. She couldn't find her butt with two hands and a flashlight.
I hope she's not watching.
Don't care. It's like that guy that called me fat that time. This is worse. We some of the nicest people in South Georgia, right here in Colquitt. And she's gonna start some junk like that. Oh, I'm from Brunswick, trying to act like she's all uppity and stuff. Hey, you more redneck than a panhandle of Florida.
They do have St. Simon's. It's pretty money area.
No, that's Southeast Georgia. That's not South Georgia. That's Southeast Georgia. She don't know what the heck she's talking about. Oh my gosh. She lives in a swamp, Dave. She lives in a swamp. It's called Brunswick. Okay.
I've been to Brunswick in the main strip. That's not a swamp.
There's swamps on both sides of the road. The road's not built in a swamp. They build them roads up, dude. I'm telling you, she lives in a swamp. You probably had to drive past Shrek and Donkey to get to her house. You probably went by there and went, that's a nice boulder. I like that boulder. That's a nice boulder right there. I'm just saying. Ugh. Mm. That's southeast Georgia. It's not south. That's real close to the ocean. They're almost British. Just swim across that little river, that little lake right there. You British right there. Just go for it.
I just was shocked that Brunswick has no respect for your area because they don't think it's South Georgia. They don't even include it.
I don't care. You know, we ain't going to include the swamp. We're going to include the swamp in South Georgia from here, even though it ought to secede to go become part of Mississippi. But that's all right. It's all right. She's probably votes Democrat anyway. Let me
She
see
didn't
something.
say.
Should have asked her.
We didn't talk any politics.
Uh,
We never got past geography.
no.
Her husband was kind of quiet. He just listened.
Yeah. Yeah. See, he probably couldn't get a word in edgewise around her. I mean, this lady's talking about Southwest Georgia. All right. Well, that's almost Alabama. You do realize Brunswick is right on the coast. It is swampland. They got marshes and everything, the most saltwater swamps and stuff. I mean, really, dude, come on. This is who I'm gonna catch flack from. Somebody from Brunswick. I mean,
Yeah.
Come on. Oh,
That's why I like meeting the public. You never know what you're going to hear.
you know, the closest thing to them as far as considered to be a town would be what? Valdosta? And they probably call it Valdosta. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I got trashed by somebody from Brunswick, Georgia. I know what my bit's gonna be about tonight.
No, Barry, we didn't get the biscuits. We just could. I just happened to mention that Robert was in South Georgia, and she said, "Where?" And when I said it, she goes, "That's not South Georgia. That's West. That's not South. They can't claim that."
Look here. No. I got to show you this, and this will prove my point right here. On your screen. Oh no, I'm on this, dude. All right.
Jordan.
You want to know where Brunswick, Georgia is? You see that little green spot right there on the southeast side of Georgia? That's Brunswick. And the reason why it's green is we refer to it as the booger of South Georgia.
No, I ain't never heard that.
It's a big old green booger right there in the southeast side of Georgia. She's just going off into the ocean, lady. Swelled up head and everything else. Trying to act all uppy because you from.
Don't be messing with no Brunswick people now. They don't play.
I'm scared about them Brunswick people. Hey, dog tag. He said, life is like, let's see if I do it right. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. Yeah, that's a Greenbow, Alabama. Did you hear that? That lady from Brunswick, Georgia, trying to get on me. Say, oh, Colquitt's not South Georgia. That's Southwest Georgia. That's almost Alabama.
Tell me what's wrong about that statement. You are almost Alabama, and it is Southwest Georgia.
Shit. Look, I'm just as South Georgia as that woman is. All right. And she trying, oh, they not South Georgia. Look here, lady. you know, go get your hair cut, get it dyed blue. I know she was a blue hair. I know she had to be a blue hair. You ain't got to tell me. I know for a fact she was a blue hair. She's all up. He probably had all designer clothes and everything else. Didn't have a hair out of place. Probably have one of them dad blame teacup chihuahuas in her pocketbook. Oh wait, you said her husband was there. That was her teacup chihuahua was her husband probably. And he probably had black and blue marks on his head where she'd been beating on him and stuff. I told you, you better agree with me. Oh,
Actually, I think if I remember right, she had on jeans and a t-shirt, and he had on jeans and a t-shirt, and they were coming down and get him a coffee and getting ready to head home.
I didn't have a blue hair out of place, did she?
There was no blue hair, but she was definitely a take charge kind of gal. But she didn't wait 1 second before she responded when I said that.
Yes. Colquitt is the only place. They ain't got nothing like that over there in Brunswick. All they got is that stupid old stew. I do like Brunswick stew, but that's all they know how to cook there is Brunswick stew. The only reason why they know how to cook it is because the town's named after it. Dog tag, I don't know if I'd go that far. Because once you get above the gnat line, you get in that part of the state that we refer to as Yankee, Georgia. Because unless you have gnats that you have to deal with constantly, even up through this time of the year, you're just not a real Georgian. You're kind of, it's like if you're from north of the Mason-Dixon line, you're a Yankee. And if you're from south of north of the gnat line, even if you live in Georgia, you're a Yankee, Georgia. You're from Yankee, Georgia. Dave's not going to give me no comments on this at all. He's just going to sit there and look at me. I ain't no Yankee, Georgia. It's North Georgia, and all Georgia is South. And he's right. I'm just poking the bear.
I get called a Yankee anyway. What am I going to say? I'm Georgia.
No, let's see what Barry has to say here. Brunswick probably likes the monkey farm. My argument is still all the monkeys are at the state capitol, so there's no need to build a $400 million facility just so you can go to Atlanta. You can just go to Atlanta and experiment. I agree, Barry. Yeah. Go there and make them wash their hair with that funky stuff that they're wanting to do the chemical testing on and stuff like that for animal stuff testing. Yeah, just do it. Have all those state senators and representatives going through with funky green hair and welts raised up and getting shot up with diseases and all that other kind of stuff. Yeah, they'd enjoy that. And start with the governor, Brian Kemp, because he's the one that recommended Bainbridge for this. Let's not forget that little part at election time. Well, it was one of the towns that
he's out anyway.
Yeah. None too soon. And I think they voted all those idiots right back in Bainbridge too. Or they're going to. They're fighting it. So I'm going to have to get Yvina on here. I got to make sure she's still good for Friday night.
There's a lot of blue hairs in Bainbridge.
I don't know. I try to stay out of Bainbridge. I don't want to get no monkeypox. Oh, they ain't even got the facility set up. We're still safe in Bainbridge right now. But them elected officials up there, they got some kind of monkey hoof and mouth disease, I think. Because they do like to do that quite a bit. Hey, it's 9:05. We're gonna swap over. We gotta run a commercial. I gotta get coffee.
You're running your mouth. What am I gonna do?
I've already been venting.
You've been crying for 20 minutes.
I ain't been crying. That old blue hair should I'm just as much South Georgia as she is.
Folks, put it in the chat. Is Robert crying? I'll let you be the judge. You make the call. Is Robert crying? We're going to vent.
And it says, dang, I'm just 15 minutes from the Alabama line. Yeah. See, they're not saying nothing. I'm not crying.
That was an old comment.
Yeah. Oh.
An old comment. So we just don't know what the prevailing thought is about this, you know. So I have to. I wish I had. I'd love to hear more from her because she sounded like she had a lot of things to say about it. But we'll talk about that in a minute. We'll be right back.
I'm not back when it starts. I'll be.
Hey man, I just want to tell you about this new country show where everybody gets to vent their frustrations about whatever's got them down. Here's how it goes. It's a Southern Fried Vent Show where everybody can vent out their frustrations. Come on down if you got something to get off your chest. It's a Southern Fried Vent